Hey there. Hope you're all doing well. Let me open the chat for everyone. There we go. Can you all hear me and see me okay? Awesome. Hi, Alex. Hi, David. Hi, Prolet. Hi, Julian, Jonathan, Theo. Nice. I mean, I know I'm not on all the office hours every week, but some of your names I recognize, some I don't. So if it's your first time here, welcome on board. I see you have questions coming in already. Let me just ping Florian to make sure he knows we're here. Let's see. Let's see. Flo is here. Let me see if there's some questions that I can start answering on my own. So, David, you're saying, so, yes, I am well. Thank you very much. I hope you're well too. Here's a question. I have a page where the user can select a list of options with individual checkboxes. Each checkbox has its own variable that is true when clicked and false when it's not. What I would like to achieve is that when the user clicks on the top right on submit, only the options which are selected are visible on a new page where more information can be provided for each option. Okay, this is why we're doing these webinars where I can invite you as a panelist. I'm going to invite you as a panelist so you can share your screen because I'm not sure I understood. All right, promote to panelist.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, David.
Sorry, I don't put the camera. I look awful today.
No worries. No
So
worries. Been there, been
um,
there.
I'll try to explain my question a bit clearer. Maybe I can share my screen if that's okay.
Yeah, you can share your screen, definitely.
Okay. Please tell me when you
Yep,
see
we
the
can see it
screen.
well.
So here is the page number one where the user can select a list of options, which are here in the three columns.
Mm-hmm.
Each of the options have those checkboxes, which I've saw on the ticketing example in the academy. I like
Nice.
the approach. And what I would like to do is I'll try to do this. Um, give me a sec. Yes. Basically, when you would click on submit here on the top right, you would open
So can you show me again the page before? Because I have a bunch of Zoom pop-ups, so I think I didn't see the submit button.
yeah, sorry. It's opening hopefully today. Yes. So here are the let's say you click these three and there is a button here on the top right. And upon the click, I would like that.
Wait, I think maybe you shared because I can only see the one page. Did you share only one tab or your entire screen?
Sorry, let me reshare again. I'll
Hi,
try
Florian.
better this time. Like, sorry, do you see the screen now with the options and the
Yeah,
button?
I see. Yeah,
Ah,
yes, absolutely.
so um, here is the button.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And upon the click, I'm
So
struggling.
just Florian, so you have the full context. You see on the left, Florian, you have the options, the values of the checkboxes. And so David is saying when you click on submit, then I guess it changes page, right?
Uh, what I would like to do is that when the user clicks here, it goes on the next page, and then only the options which are selected, the user can provide more information on each, right? I
Okay.
tried to see on the forum if I could find the solutions, but yeah, after quite some time, I must say I can't solve that. So I hope that you can help.
Mhm.
Sure. What do you
So
think, Flo? Do you want to go? Yep.
yeah, I can let you if you prefer, but how do you?
No, no, go for it. I'm fine with you. Go.
Okay, so David, how do you save the data to pass the data to the next page? I mean, when you click on option 1, option 3 in here, where do you save this data?
That's a good question. I didn't came to that yet. I didn't think about it actually.
Okay, well, let's do it together. And so what you can do is to create a variable so on the left on data here,
Ah,
you can create a new variable.
mm.
Okay, you already created one,
I
selected.
tried.
Okay, and it's an array. This is nice. It can be an array. Okay, perfect. Let's keep that one. And so then you need to add a workflow on each card. So is it a repeated item in here, or did you want?
No, I think it's individual items.
Okay. So what we could do to prevent us from copy pasting multiple times the same workflow, we can create a global workflow for this. So what you can do
Okay.
is to go to actions on the left and create a new workflow. Okay, so here let's add the parameter. Yeah, so what we want is when we click on the checkbox, we want to fill in this variable, the selected object in here. And if you click again on it, you want to remove it from the array, right?
Yes.
Okay. So so let's add one property. So in here, yes, a parameter, perfect. And you can call it what data do you need for your next page?
Only the option name. So like option one, when you click on the box, only
Mm-hmm.
that is fine.
Okay. So if option name is unique, then you can call it option name in the name of the parameter. Okay, you can give it a text value just so we can test
Mhm.
the workflow here. So one of your option.
Um,
You can type in, just no need to bind.
okay.
Just type something, option 1, perfect. And so now you can add an action and
Mhm.
it change variable action.
Okay.
Yes, perfect. And in here on the right, you need to choose selected object, the one you just created. Okay, nice. And here you see just below, you've got update array. You see, replace all items and so on. So we don't want to replace all item. We want to, for now, add a new item inside this array. So,
Okay.
so click on this select and choose insert at end, I guess. Yes, this one is nice. And now you can bind and you will bind to your parameter. So you can go to the third tab, the lightning with the lightning icon,
Uh,
the third one,
sorry. Yes.
and you can select your parameter.
Um,
Okay. And now what you can do is to test the action. So you can click the test button on the action, and you see on the left, you've got option 1.
okay. Yes, I see.
So something we can do, let's add some logic before. So what you can do before this action is to add a split split to create a branch, true false split. Yes, perfect. This one. And you can click the true false split action, the first one,
Mhm.
just to not this one, really the one at the top, just to give it the
This,
the
sorry.
condition. Yes, this one. Sorry. So you can bind this one, and before just give it a name to the action. Yes, you can click and just here. And the question we want to is that is there the option on the selected object? Basically, this is the is option is the parameter is in the select. Well,
Something.
is there the option? Yes, in the select. Okay, perfect. So
Okay.
now click the formula, and we need a formula to return true or false if the parameter is in the array. And I think we already have something available in the formula. So can you select this one, go to array, and let's check. I think it's contains, the second one.
Yeah.
So you see, can you just over the formula?
Mm-hmm.
And in here you see, first you need to give the array and then the value. So
The
good.
array would be selected option.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll let you find out.
This one.
Yes. And,
Mm,
and the second parameter.
Um,
This one
I
is
don't
tricky.
know. Sorry.
It's the parameter of the workflow. So yes, here. And
This.
yes. And so perfect. So it returns true because we already have option one on the left. So something you can try on the left, you see you've got the value of the variable really on the sidebar, really on the left. Left, left, go left, go left. Yes, here. And just to try, you can remove option one in here immediately to test. So remove it, and you
Yeah.
see your formula is returning false now.
Okay.
So now we know that it works. So when it goes to true, you need to add the parameter, and when
Mm-hmm.
it's false, you need to remove it. So we already have the first one. So what you can do is to drag and drop the change variable value on the true branch, the
Yeah.
one below. Yes, this one, you can drag and drop it normally. Okay, great. You can remove that one. And what you can do is to copy paste the first one because it's almost the same. Up and paste it on the right. Perfect. And you can remove that one. Okay, great. And so now we need to change this. So it won't be insert at end. It will be remove at index.
Okay.
So the index is the position of your parameter in the array. So we need to find out where it is. So we
Okay.
need to use this index. So click the binding button here. Perfect. And now, so we need to go again on the formula tab in array, and we need to find the index. So go here, and I guess we have find index. Perfect. It's the, yes, second line. It's perfect. So like before.
So this and value would be this, right?
Exactly. And so perfect. It returns 0. 0 means first position.
Yeah. Okay.
So normally it should work. Test the action. Perfect. So it's great. So now we have, let's say, a productized workflow that we will be able to use on all your checkboxes. So you can close that one.
Um,
Go to, yes, this card, perfect. And no, you need to select the checkbox. Yes, here.
okay.
In editing mode, you'll need to, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
sorry. Yeah. Works like that, or I need to select again?
No, no, it looks okay. Can you just click the layout on the left so we can be sure that we are, yes, perfect, option one. And now go to the workflow of this one. So the third tab here, create a new workflow. And you see in here, the trigger is already selected on change. So it that the workflow will be triggered anytime the value change. So every time you click on the checkbox. So what
Okay.
you can do now is to add a new action and you will look for execute workflow.
Okay.
And you see on the right now, in the select input, you have your, oh, we forgot to give a name to our workflow. So let's do it right now.
Action. Name.
Okay, perfect. You can close it. And now we have selected option. Perfect. And you see in here, we've got our parameter. So this one
Yeah.
is option 1, I guess. You can bind it's whatever you want. But as you're no, so you're right. So in here you already know that it's option 1 because you are not in a repeated item, so you cannot bind it. You need to type in basically.
Type in
You don't need to use the value of your checkbox. In here you just type in option 1 because it's the first card.
like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. You can test now the action. And it doesn't work.
Maybe we
Turn.
select an option. I know. It seems it's mandatory. I know that's sorry. It's the name of the workflow. Yeah.
Okay, it should work. So what happened? Hmm. Can you go back to the global workflow?
Yes.
Yes, it's the action tab.
Sorry.
And it went to false. Can you select is there the option selected, the condition of the branch? Just the first action, really at the top. Yes, this one. Can you click on it?
Formula.
Yes. Okay. Can you um can you test
Inside the
the
action, the true action, can you?
yes, but before let's remove it because you tested it.
Didn't we reversed? I think we reversed because right now it's true and we're saying insert at the end, even though it's already selected, no?
Mm. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. So indeed we need to to reverse the formula. So could you go again to the condition?
Here.
No, really the condition of the branch. Yes, that one.
Sorry.
And you see here, we've got a value in the array, so it returns true, and it should return false if. So we can do two things. We can just swap the two actions in the branch because in here we said that if there is option 1, if there is the parameter inside the array, then go to branch true. If not, go to branch false. And we said that if you go to branch true, we add the value, and if it goes to branch false, we remove it. So we did it's the other way around. So we can do two things. We can just type in not before contains, so it will return false when it's true and so on. So it will go to the proper branch, or swap the actions. So just for this exercise, let's add yes in here not.
Yes.
Yes, like this. You can don't add any parentheses. Just open a parenthesis. Sorry, no space. Not open parentheses, like a formula. Yes, but before not. There is the
Sorry.
name of the formula. No. Type in not and then
Okay.
open parentheses. Yes, like this. And At the one at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
And now it's nice because it returns false because there is the parameter in the array. So it should work a lot better. So you can close it.
Okay.
By the way, that's why it's super helpful to use a global workflow, because if we had made that mistake and then copied the workflow in lots of places and then needed to change everywhere, it would have been harder. Whereas here you only need to change it once.
Okay.
Exactly. And so now can you test?
Test.
Okay.
Works.
Can you test again?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a lot better. So now what you can do is to close that one. You can copy the workflow on the right,
P.
and then you can paste it on this one. And just in here, it was option 3, I think. You just need to
Yes.
change the parameter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
So let's do it for, okay, perfect. So let's try by clicking on the checkbox, go to preview.
this.
Yes, and select it. Okay, select again. Okay, it looks nice. You see on the left, it updates the variable.
But here, if it's clicked, shouldn't it feed the array on the left?
Yeah, that's it's because we did it before. So I think if you refresh the page,
Ah,
yes, refresh just the, it's because it was already selected when it was not inside when we tested manually. So I guess now it would be okay.
I mean, I'm not on the same page now. Now, maybe.
So let's try again. Can you display the variables?
Uh,
Okay,
yes,
it's better.
amazing.
Okay, perfect. So now can you go to your next page?
Yes.
So in here, you should have you should bind now to your selected object, your list in here.
Uh, so it's in the list here
Yes,
at this level.
yes, perfect. Select this one and now bind to selected object. So it's not in here because I
Maybe the
guess,
preserve on navigation.
yeah, but I think you selected another tab, no, or something like this to go here.
Ah, yeah. The project is open in 2 separate tabs.
Yes.
Yes, this is why
So
you don't have any value in here.
Should I
So
close this one?
yes, you can close it. Let's stay on the other one. It will be much more easier. And in here, just add a button to go to the page. It will be easier.
Can I use the one I have already here?
Yes, yes, yeah, sure.
And then it's here, right? Link
It's
to.
here, link to, or you can also do it with a workflow, but go do it like this. So page, yes.
Yeah.
And okay, top of the page. And okay, can you click, can you go to preview? Yes, and go to the page. And normally you should have 2 rows. Okay, can you select the collection list? Let's check why it's not displayed.
Because it's not bind to anything, I suppose now.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. And a lot better. And now you can select the text here. Or you can click on it on option 1 or yes, this one. And
Okay.
just bind to the context.
It's item.index.
No, but no, I guess you want the
You want
label.
to display the, yeah.
Ah.
And here you are.
Oh, that's amazing. Thanks so much, heroes. Really.
And
Wow.
then I mean, we have to move on to other questions, but
Yeah.
then if you want to bind, if you want to display items, I'm guessing you'll want to display data from related to option 3 from another collection, then you can use the lookup formula in WeWeb to make that link between option 3 and whatever you have in your collection.
Yeah. That I think the user will input, but it will be for next
Okay.
stage, but thanks so much. Is there a
Oh.
recording then of this? Because I need to understand again everything.
Sure. Yeah, we'll upload the recording
Thank
on
you so
YouTube.
much,
Thank you for
Joyce and
reminding me.
Maria.
I was gonna forget that.
No, no. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
You're
You
welcome.
too.
But
Bye.
bye-bye.
All right. That was a really cool use case. It comes up very often, so I'm glad we took some time to go with this. All right, I'm gonna add Julian as a panelist and let you read the question. I'll read the question afterwards because it takes just a second for people to be promoted to panelist. And so Julian is saying there's a problem with the Supabase plugin when row level security is activated and a user wants to update rows in a table. When RLS is activated and the necessary policies are set up, select for public and insert update all for authenticated users only. It's not possible to update a row. I see you shaking your head, Flo. I'm guessing you already understood the question and you have an answer.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to play with RLS.
Hi, Joyce. First of all, I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm here in a public space, but I hope you can hear me.
We hear you
Yes.
super well.
Perfect. So shall I, for now, like, do you already know the answer, or shall I show you like my
No,
problem?
no, please, I need to see.
Okay, perfect. So let me just quickly share my screen. You see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Oops. So there we go. First of all, this is like the table. Whoops. Test data. And you see, like, I already have like two policies in place. One is like for authenticated users is old, so like select, insert, update, delete. And for public, it's only select. Yeah. And when I go in WeWeb, this is actually the site. You see, I'm already authenticated, so I'm logged in. This is the data, like just looking at the debugger and empty it. So now I just want to change the value for list. Let's just change this to this. I click submit, and you see the workflow actually like says everything succeeded. But when I go back to the table, it's still the old name, so it didn't update the name.
Yeah, that because Supabase is not returning an error with the RLS. So I think it's not working. Can you go just to the workflow so we could check the logs?
Mm-hmm. Just let me check. Where is it?
Did you try without the RLS? Did you try to disable them?
Without it works fine. Without everything works fine perfectly. Yeah, it's
So I
only
guess
RLS.
this is really a RLS issue, but I guess we're gonna have more logs in here, and we definitely need to return an error when we have this.
So you see, this is actually the workflow.
Okay, perfect. And
I select the ID, which is now empty because like there's nothing selected, and I only change the name.
And okay, so you see in here you ticked return updated rows, and as it didn't return anything, it means that it didn't work.
Even without, like, even if I turn this off, it doesn't work. I can show you.
Yes, but on the logs, when you below succeeded, you should have the data, and you didn't. So it means that it didn't work on the Supabase side. So we just need to check again the RLS rule you added. So can you go to Supabase? Yes.
Aren't there
I can
logs
actually,
in Supabase where
yes, there are. But I mean, I can also like delete those one and set them up new. So you see that what I'm doing actually, just to be sure. So new policy. So one is like for the authenticated user, I just select all.
Okay.
I'll just have to move this one away.
Okay, so normally, yes, it should work. So let me get checking here quickly.
And I have to add another one, right?
The policy said insert, right? This is.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Okay, let me just.
I think, oh yes, just update was missing on that one.
Actually, like before, I like already selected everything. So like all, you see, like I can just
Yeah,
to be sure that I don't mix it up.
Mhm.
Just
Mhm.
review.
And don't we
Save.
need true in the, sorry.
I think the true is already added automatically, no?
Yeah, I think so. Can you display it again just so we can check?
Yeah, true.
The first one, the using expression, don't we need to,
Should I put true there as well?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just like,
Yeah, it's alright, Joe. Can you display again the templates? Can you create a new one just so we can?
Sure. I just delete this one
Mhm.
and create a new policy.
Okay, get started.
Authenticated. Just select all. So should I add true here as well, or?
No, normally this should work. Okay,
So there are actually.
let's try again. Just if you add this one.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I have to add another one, like a select for public, right? That's what I learned from the forum. There was a forum post where it said, I need a second policy for
Not
select.
necessarily. Not necessary. No, I think
Okay, then I just leave it. So like this is now in place.
yes, authenticated users will see everything normally.
Okay.
Let's try
So
again.
do I need to refetch the collection, or is it?
No, you don't. You don't.
No?
You can
Okay.
just try again the workflow.
sorry, Flo, right now there's no select policy, so authenticated users won't be able to select. There will only be, no one will be able to select. We need to be explicit
Yeah.
about selection.
And that's
Oh, I forgot
that's
that.
why there's nothing showing up now on the table, because we need
Exactly.
to select for. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Then sorry, I was wrong with this.
So select for public. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Save policy.
But
Okay, so that should work, right? I mean, at least.
I'm not fond of letting everyone be able to select. I mean, no. We have to
It
do.
depends on your table, because for example, let's say for example you have a car rent, a table with cars. You want everyone to be able to view the cars because they need to be able to rent the cars, but you only want admins to be able to add cars to the table, to insert cars.
Yes, but on your application, this is only for authenticated users, the select now. I mean, you don't want anyone that is not authenticated to be able to access anything, right?
I mean, but even now it doesn't work. I mean, if I go back to Web and I just refresh everything. Oops. Oh, now there we go. Okay.
Okay,
So,
can you check? Yes, and it didn't update. Okay, I don't know.
yeah, I didn't update, and now I just like click submit again, and here it says succeeded. But when I go back to the table, you see like the value is still the old one, so it doesn't update.
Yeah, but you're using insert, you don't have an update policy. Maybe can you try without the all policy and use an update policy instead to be, I've never used the all in Supabase, so I don't know if maybe there's something there.
Sure.
So
I
maybe
think
just with the,
Let me
because I know
see.
there's something weird with I noticed with the storage that the update and the insert don't work exactly the same. So what I like to do, yeah, I think this,
I just
yeah, let's try
just
this.
so don't mix it up. Is there a way to get like rid of this? Okay, no, right. Review, save policy.
Yeah,
Now I go
see.
back here. Okay, so just add there something, submit. It says succeed. But we see here, like it also refetches the collection and it's still the old value. I mean, I can also show you on the table. Yeah,
And
didn't
can you go
update.
back to your work? Can you go back to your workflow?
Mhm.
The So this is the update. ID. Can you show the binding of the ID?
Mhm.
So that's not the ID in the, oh no, that's the user ID, sorry. So
That's the ID of
selected
the
row.
row.
Yeah, that's
Like
the
this
ID
one.
of the row. The field is name.
And the name is also like here, correct?
Yeah. I don't know, I don't get it. Could you maybe send can you send me in the community like a link to your project so I can
Mhm.
take a look maybe? Or unless you
Perfect,
have
yeah.
other ideas, Flo, but
Give me just 1 second.
I saw there are several posts in the forums with the same or similar issue with the RLS in Superbase that people are not able to update. And
Yeah.
that's how I learned like there need these two policies. So one for authenticated users and then one for public to select.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that was
Let-
before, so we made an update to the plugin and that issue, I mean, I don't, maybe check in the, if you want to send me as well in a DM the links to the community topics you're referring to, I can check, but it was since we updated the Superbase plugin in January, that should not be an issue anymore. Because it was something where when we did, when we, yeah, because we can unselect, now we can unselect the retrieve. Before, you know, the return updated rows, it was selected by default. We didn't allow you to unselect it. So if you didn't have a select policy, then you would get an error. But now you have that option, so you have full control, and it doesn't seem to be the issue you're running into on your
Yeah.
side. But
I'd just like to try some one last thing, if we can. Can you go back to Superbase, please, Julian?
Mhm.
Can you
The
recreate
policies or?
the policies? Perfect. Can you remove the one you added? Let's try to add a new one. Okay. So click new, get started quickly, select enable update success for our users based on this one. And
Update, yeah.
not this. Okay, can you select delete? I just want a simple one.
Sorry?
the
The
delete,
yeah,
enable
The
delete.
delete.
yeah,
Mhm.
this one. And you see in here, can you copy paste auth .uid? No, just what's inside using.
Okay.
You copy this. Okay, and now just do what you did just before.
Should I select the insert access or?
Exactly, this one. And instead, yeah, okay, I think I don't like authenticated. I think maybe the issue is coming from here. So, okay, let's do it another way. So, click enable delete access on the left. And
This
instead
one,
of,
yeah.
yes, this one, and it's for delete, change delete
So you
by,
can, yeah, use this template,
yes, use
but
this,
change delete.
and change delete, yes. Or select all, click all.
Mhm. Okay.
I prefer
Should I
this.
add true here or?
Which expression provides secure? No. Let it like this. Review,
Okay.
save policy.
Mhm.
Okay, so basically we want to why user ID does not exist.
Okay, so I don't have a user ID in the table.
In your
But
auth table. Oh, okay.
Okay,
in
so
the
that's why. So you need something. Okay, I understood why you used authenticated, and you don't have user ID.
I want actually all users to be able to manipulate all rows in the table, not only the rows that they create themselves, but all rows.
Flo, I think it's probably best if we take this to the community. I can look into it because it's more of a Superbase RLS
Yes, you're
issue.
right.
So I'll take the time because we have 10 other questions. Would
Perfect.
that be okay, Julian? You
Perfect.
send me a
Absolutely.
private message in the community and I'll try to help out. But I've
Perfect.
run into those issues like many.
Yeah.
I'll work it out with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon. And okay, so we've got Alex coming on with a question about components. So let me promote you to panelist, Alex.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks.
Hey.
Yeah, I guess thanks for having me on here. So I guess a couple questions that have come up over the last few weeks working with things. Um, oh, I guess once I got pulled on, I lost my Q&A questions. Where did those
No,
go?
no, I can read one. The first one is with the last change, the reusable components, the ability to have a variable be accessible outside the components was added, which is great. But is it possible to set an initial value or set the value of the variable inside the component upon
Mhm.
page load?
Yeah. So I guess I can show I'm trying to create like a radio button where I once you guys made it accessible to be able to create a variable and I can make changes to the radio button. And once I make the changes, the variable gets updated that's in the component and I can access it outside. But is there a way to set that variable upon page load or as an initial variable? Any workarounds? I'm not sure if that's something that's coming out or is there a workaround to do that? I'm not sure.
I see Flo's face is very confident.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not sure if it's worth me sharing my screen.
Yes,
So maybe
easier.
I'm trying to see here. Um, what are you guys seeing right now? I'm not sure what I'm showing.
Zero.
Oh, okay, wrong thing. Okay, let me share something. Where did that go? There it is. Okay. Are you seeing my web page now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just for something like this, I created this component and I tried to create like an initial value. So like if I called it, I created an array that
Mm-hmm.
can, as I change it, it adds options.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried different workarounds to make this. Um, I could click it and I can interact with it. And when I do it, I guess this is a little bit clearer up here.
Yeah.
I can get this to toggle on and off and change value there. But if I try to set that value, I can have it to where it shows as on and off, but it's not changing the value there. It's almost like a visual experience. And it's
Yes.
not until I do something with it that then I can have it working my internal workflow that I put
Mm-hmm.
onto this,
Mm-hmm.
wherever that is here.
Okay.
So yeah, what would you recommend to do there?
So you just need to create a workflow within the component. So can you select the first tab on the right on the sidebar?
Uh-huh.
And in here, in the workflow, you see you've got different, click here and you've got different triggers. So
Mm-hmm.
you've got, for example, unmounted, if you wish to initialize the value when the component is rendered on the page, you can use that one. And if you
Oh,
wish to improve so you can
can you
initialize in
explain what those are? I don't know what on mounted and before
unmounted.
mounted and on unmounted
Unmounted
or
means, do you know what the DOM is? You know, what's in your browser, it loads the files with all
Mhm.
the HTML and so on.
Uh-huh.
And when your components is loaded inside,
Uh-huh.
when this is done, unmounted
Yes.
triggers is unmounted, this one is triggered.
Okay. So that's essentially I could make it as if on page load, but it's actually on element load, I guess is
Yes,
kind of the
it's on
idea.
element load. You can see like this.
Oh, okay.
And I think it will be, if you use conditional rendering, for example, it will really be executed once your conditional rendering for properties goes to true. It won't be executed before. So this is really
Okay.
on element load. You can see like
And I
this.
guess what is before unmount? When would that show? Like if I have it be
So
conditionally hidden
yes,
or
so sometimes you want to hide some elements, and
Mhm.
if you are using the conditional rendering to do that, to remove it from the page, before it's removed, you can trigger a workflow with this.
At the moment
Yes,
of
just really the millisecond before.
okay. Okay, that's good to know that those so then I can essentially make my on-page load reference what I decide is my initial value and assign it there. I kind of
So So let me show you something else. So can you go back to the workflows? So you've got those one. You also got on property change. So when you said when I select the property on off on the sidebar, I want it to be initialized. So you can use that one. And you see in here, you just have to select the property.
The value, I guess.
And then you can initialize your element like this. So maybe a change variable value if it's just a toggle,
So
or if it's based on an internal value. I don't know how you did it.
I guess I was struggling to figure out how to essentially make the toggle respond to the value versus make the value respond to the toggle. It seemed like it was, I'm not sure if I can make the toggle reflect what a value is. Is that can't?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you can. So please, on what element are you? Can you show me
Actually,
on?
maybe this one would be easier. So maybe if I'm in this, since it's a little bit clearer and I have an initial value here that can be put there, if I run a
Okay,
workflow
perfect. So this one, I guess, unmounted,
on
initialize
mountain,
yes. And then change variable
change.
value. This one, select.
I guess it'd be selection, and can I bind it?
Yes,
I could bind it to this. Okay,
to initial. Perfect.
awesome. So that means it should work. Um,
You can
so if I have
refresh your page or click on
this, so what's the, this doesn't seem to refresh in the same way as just a normal
no,
page.
it won't refresh everything. But in here, I see that it didn't
It
work.
changed something.
So initial value here.
Let's see.
Do you have some? Okay, you've got anyone. And can you edit the component? Just show me the
Actually,
radius.
maybe it needs to not be with brackets, right? Is that the
I-
value?
It depends how you
Yeah, I guess it depends how I make it.
yes, can you select the element? Yes, this one.
So this is,
And I guess this one is called. Can you select the
where is
layout?
it? Actually, I think it's here. No, I messed with this a
Yeah,
couple weeks ago, waiting for the moment to ask this question, so I don't remember exactly where it sets
no
the
worries.
initial value.
Yes, radio button, perfect. So not that one. Can you go to the style tab? So the second tab. Yes, this one and
Maybe it's under the state. Maybe. Okay, here, condition.
contain.
Or the selection contains the item's value. So item value would be this. So I think I might need to just change this to just, let me see if this works. Oh no, it's a contain. Well,
Yes.
I think with that, I think at least now I know another trick up to use to test and try to figure it out.
Yes, yeah, you can trigger workflow. Let me show you one last thing. If you can you edit the component?
Mhm.
Because you said on page load, I'd like to initialize my elements and so on. So not that one. Can you close it? And you need to create the workflow
Oh,
really
on
on
the workflow here.
this one exactly. And in here you
Okay.
see on execution, and on the top right, you've got a low execution from outside. And I
Ah,
think this is what you are looking for.
yes, that might be,
So
that's
if
interesting.
you
So I
toggle
should be
this,
able to see
yeah.
that.
Can you give it a name just for the test of the workflow? Just test. Now go back to your instance or to your page to anything else. And on you can do it on page load. So go
Okay, yeah, this.
to the page. Here, the settings of the page, trigger workflow, perfect. Here. And at the end, you can add action and it's execute component action. Yes. And you see in here, you should see.
Wait, that's not it.
You should see test. Why can't
That was
we?
the one.
Is it hidden?
Is the element hidden? I don't,
Yeah.
it should not be.
It should be here.
Ex execute component action. Execute, not execute workflow.
No, it should be execute component action. Yeah,
I guess I was. Oh wait, was that it? I guess that is my element workflow. Okay, I think that might be it. I think I was looking at it. It just changes the name. It wasn't calling it test because it is on the gender radios button. Ah, there we go. So I have
Oh,
to go
yes,
in.
of course, you need to select the element before. Sorry. Well, you really needed a coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
yes, select the element and then you've got all the component action, of course, because you can expose more than just one.
Ah, that's great. Yeah, that's super. Those are both super helpful. I think those should be able to solve my problem. Okay,
Okay,
Cool.
okay,
great.
great.
And
Um,
I just saw you had another question. Well, you have two other questions, but the next one I think is fairly quick about the zero
yeah,
and
I'm
the
not sure if
number
this is
input.
an issue. So I'm trying to, for example, let people pick certain age groups and age ranges for events that we're doing. And I wanted to say once these are both valid, then like once if they're filled, if I put 1 to 5 years old or whatever, this populates. The problem is if I say this is 0, then it reads it as null. I have it overcoming that right now. But for my display here of this text, I have to make it to where the list range 1 is not empty and is not 0. But so it's not reading 0, it's reading 0 as if it's null in a way. And I don't know if that's an error or not, because it is a number, it's a valid number, and I want it to be able to not have to be like, so if I do this, for example.
But right
Now,
now you're putting zero into strings. It's a string. You're putting it between quotes. So you're changing it. You're checking if it's a string.
well, I
Is it?
had to for it to be
Yeah,
to
that's
work
yeah.
for some reason.
You can cast it. You can cast your value with the formula to number to make sure it's a number.
Okay, but I guess what I would think would work would just be just this. Because I guess if it's empty, so if I make this empty, then I have this responding and I have similar so ranges. Let me find. So it gives me back this if it's empty, but if I have 0, it's a number and it's a valid number. So it's not empty, but it's reading it as if it's empty. It's reading as so this should be true with
Yeah,
my
0 is falsy in the formula. Yeah, that's why.
with my text here. Which one is it?
So something you can do instead,
Oh, not that
just
one.
use to number and display it if it's upper than 0.
I
If it's
think
greater than 0.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's try
Well,
this. So just copy this so
copy this.
you can
Yeah.
paste again before after. Okay.
Let me
And
accept that.
then
I'll take
just
this.
keep yes. Select just the value
So then,
value. Just keep list age range 0.min.
and delete everything else.
Yes. Remove everything. And before that, add a formula to number. It's 2 and yes, you can open it. Perfect. Just close it. And you can remove the what you have at the beginning.
All of that.
Yes, yes. Keep only this. Okay, so in here you've got 0. And you can
Okay.
just display it if it's upper than 0.
Greater than equal to, or oops, greater than or equal to 0, correct?
Exactly.
Ah,
And then even if
it's working.
okay, perfect.
I think that might be the solution, I think. Okay, so let me see what happens whenever I delete this then. So, okay, great, it hides. And it hid the other one too, which I don't know why, because I have a different.
The other one slightly different.
I had a different. Yeah, this is a different element. What did I do it on the wrong thing? I don't know why it would hide that one. Okay, but yeah, that seems to work. It's good to know that's an option there too. The two numbers. Okay. And if it okay, awesome.
So it's a nice trick to cast to make sure It's
Yeah.
all a number for you, and so the formula is much more easier. You don't have to deal with all the cases.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome. Great. And the other question I had was much more complex, but maybe it's a different times. Oh, I think you're muted.
Yes, sorry, it's your next question is about input validation, but I think that they'll have to either be a specific question in the community or next office hours because we have 5 minutes left
Mhm.
and
Sounds good.
about 5 questions left.
All
But
right.
thanks a lot. That was
No,
awesome.
thanks for the help. Great help.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And next time I'll take a coffee before.
Let's see. Oh, those Zoom. Why? Okay, panelists are here. Taking you off, Alex. See you soon. And putting
yeah.
Jonathan on. Jonathan is a new user, and I wanted to address this question before we leave because it's been a hot topic in the community, and I think it's important. It's a topic that that is super important in web development and is often not addressed in no code. So I think it's great if we can take some time to address it. So Jonathan, welcome. You said you're new to the platform and interested to know how secrets are handled. For example, how do you
Right.
securely store an API key?
Yes.
Did you have like a specific plugin or in mind?
No,
or?
yeah. So, my background, like, good morning, everybody. I'm in the Bay Area, SF. So don't let my accent fool you. I'm Northern Ireland. I'm originally, but
Nice.
I've only been here since like 1999. And the accent runs strong. But anyway, so quick intro. I'm a just fractionals BTO, and I help my IT clients with the build out of their products, both to customer and also internal like tools. So this like particular project that I'm starting is going to be for a B2C scenario, and one of my actually really basic like questions is how do I handle secrets, specifically if I want to like wire up to other APIs. Now I do come from I know how to use platforms to retool, but I was attracted to WeWeb because I'm able to export and run an app in my own cloud, the infra, and I love the integration with Auth0. So those are the two main things that I was told by my client, and I just came across you guys and I went, wow, this is amazing, because coming from my experiences with the retool, in order to have a retool app that run in our own infra, that's expensive because you have to have an enterprise plan. But anyway, I'm talking too much. Anyway, so let's say I have an app, it's running in my own infra, and it's calling out to an external API where the API key is the passed in as the part of the query.
Okay, and this API key must be secret?
Yeah, well, it would be good to.
You're gonna need an extra tool, a backend tool. So really,
okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, with WeWeb, you will build only the front end, like a React application or a Vue application. So the secret keys you add in the plugin configuration, those ones are saved. So we have a dedicated microservice on the backend where it's saved, and it's for the editor only. It's to help you to build your application. But then when you publish your application, those keys won't be on the front end side. So
okay.
So if you need to talk to a server, for example, or with as an admin with a secret key, it needs to be done on the back end and not on the front. So you do need a back end, so you can use Xano or Superbase or your own coded one, but it won't be possible to make those calls
Okay.
with a web application, especially if it's for B2C, like you said.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I just wanted to get on the call and also to meet you guys as well. So check and check.
but yeah, you know, it's we intend to allow the some developers to build their own plugins, so you could do that on your own. So you could just host the backend as a proxy to enrich your calls with secret keys. So
Okay.
we are thinking about a solution for that, but it's not ready yet. And we intend to do this, I think maybe this year, but
Okay.
cannot tell more because I don't have any ETA right now for this, but this is something in the pipe. And but right now it's front end only on our side.
Okay. All right.
And
Oh yes, and
I just shared in
yes.
the chat an article that Q wrote about when to use public keys, secret keys. I mean,
Oh, right, okay.
I think you already have the background, but in case and for anyone
No,
else
this
in the
helps.
chat, it's a good print.
Yeah. I should have read the help, huh?
No worries.
RTFM. But anyway, awesome. Well, thanks very much, and I am looking forward to getting actually my hands on some hands-on experience. And then, so my idea is that I'm going to create like an app, and I'm going to be source controlling it in the GitHub, and then I'll do like a GitHub like deployment into Google Cloud. So, have you any documentation around like deployment?
Not that much. We should write
Okay.
them. So when you
Yeah, like a
it's the you have the application. You have two different exports. One where you need to build the application. So if you need to do that, you can build yourself the application, and the other one where you just get the build files and you just need to put them on the cloud and it works like this.
okay.
And for now, if you really wish to have private pages behind a strong authentication system, you need to also host a web server to do that.
Right. Yes, I did see that.
And this one is a bit more difficult to host, but feel free to reach out and we can help you to do that.
Okay.
Nice. And you said that you wish to use O0, right?
Yes.
I need to make sure that it will host properly on the self-hosting, but feel free to reach out and we can talk together if you need help to do that.
Yeah, I actually got that. I actually got that working. That was like right out of the box. And that was amazing.
Nice.
I love when things just work.
Absolutely. All right, Jonathan. I'll have to check you out because I actually have another meeting. I'm late too, but I think if we can take a last question. Thank you, Jonathan.
Okay.
We can take maybe a last question from Zachary. Do you have time, Flo, or not?
Yes, I can stay.
Okay, cool. Because Zachary had 3 questions. One that didn't come through. Another one that I forgot. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Zachary. And I know you were in the live of No Code France yesterday, and I can answer you because it was a question about streaming OpenAI.
Hello.
Flo,
So I will be
sorry,
extremely.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No. Go.
I was just going to ask Flo if you're able to end the webinar, if I can leave the webinar or not. Otherwise, I need to cancel my meeting. Are you able to turn? No? Okay, let's it's fine. It's fine. Sorry, Zachary, go ahead.
Can I share my screen if possible?
Absolutely.
I will try to make it quick.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll just apologize to my meeting. That's absolutely fine. I'll reschedule it. Take your time.
So maybe let's start with the first question, which I think you will have the answer. Can I share my screen? I don't see
You
the
should be able to, yeah.
Button.
Raise my. I don't feel like I have this option. No, honestly, I might be blind, but I don't see it.
Any button to share?
Wait a second. Up, up. I have record, but I just have this button.
On the left of pause, stop recording, I don't know.
Oh,
Do
Zachary,
you have the participants?
Ouais, participant, yes. Il y avait.
on the
Ah,
on the right of participants, do you have something?
I have a QA, a chat, record, show caption, raise a hand. Maybe if I do it, no.
Raise. Yeah.
Well, reach out to
Oh
me.
no.
You can do that.
I'll remove you and put you back as a panelist. Maybe it's a little
Okay.
bug. Oh. He's not in the attendees, so that's very strange.
That's Zachary. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Zachary, to help you so you won't remain stuck, reach out to me on No Code France directly, and I will help you.
All right, I'll send him a message on No Code France as well, because it looks like he just got kicked out of
Or under the prom.
of the call. All right. Well, thank you everyone. Sorry it was a bit rushed towards the end. We had a lot of questions today, which was amazing. So thanks a lot, Florian. Now, maybe it's a bit late in the day to get a coffee, but you deserve it if you want one. Talk to you soon, everyone. Thanks again for a great office hour. Hope you have fun building. Bye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.